Alright, vinyl community, it's a time for a what's spinning video. Before I pack that stuff away that I listened to the last couple of days and the last week, um, why not show it to you? But first of all, we're gonna do a little bit of a beer talk. Yesterday I found that one in the supermarket. Alright, Trooper beer. We all know that stuff. But it says progressive lager, and I wondered what a progressive lager is. Is it more like a Seven Sun progressive, or is it more like the Final Frontier progressive? Let's find out. And it's from Crew Republic, and it says revolutionary. I haven't even opened it. I can't talk. Just holding it in my hands. Revolutionary beer from Germany. So I thought Trooper beer was exclusive to a certain. The name escapes me right now. To a certain UK brewery, but this one says Crew Republic, and it's from Unterschleißheim. This is near Munich, so the Munich guys know how to brew a beer. So let's find out if it's Seven Sun progressive or the Final Frontier progressive. It smells strange. It smells progressive. This is more like the Final Frontier than Seven Sun. Okay, the Final Frontier has good songs. Yeah, it's not ugly, but not the best beer I've tasted in my life. So, you all know I live in the beer area of Germany, so maybe that's why. In the background, I had that CD for 20 years. Yeah, it's from 2004. It was 20 years in my collection. But I pulled it out after maybe... The last time I listened to it was maybe 10 years ago, 8 years ago, something like that. Does that ring a bell? This is pure fucking thrash metal. A little bit on the harsher side. Maybe the vocals remind me a little bit of Demolition Hammer. No? So, Speed Kill Hate. Acts of Insanity from 2004. This is basically Overkill without Bobby Blitz and Dee Verney. It has a certain Mario on vocals. It has Dave Linsk on guitar, Derek Taylor on bass guitar, and their old drummer Tim Malier on drums. It's great. I looked it up. It's worth quite a penny, and I mean literally a couple of pennies. Yeah, that's a pretty cheap one. It's out on Listenable Records. It goes for maybe 2 or 3 euros, something like that. But it's great. Yeah, I pulled it out after, like I said, maybe even a decade. The next one. Let's show another CD. This beer has a pretty progressive aftertaste, I must admit. If you burp on that, it's even worse. Yes, but I will be a trooper and finish the beer. Not in this video, because otherwise you're gonna see me puke in the corner by the end of the video. Next up, I had that one on again. I know the album inside out, but there's a little story about that. You all know I had a couple of British guests here a couple of days, maybe 2 weeks ago. And the last night they were here, we played that one, almost in its entirety. And like Mark G, world famous for his HM2 soaked, dirty and horrible death metal, he was sitting at my table, and every 5 minutes he picked this up and said, "Man, this is so god." And I loved it. The death metal maniac was like, "Whoa, this Gamma Ray album rules." So, Mark, I know you listen to a couple of other stuff, but I found that quite hilarious. Yeah. Friday night, me and my girlfriend, we have a ritual, some kind of, not that kind of ritual, but it's a beer ritual, so, a wine and beer ritual. I have a couple of beers, she has a little bit of wine, so Friday, to finish the week, we have some music on and we discuss certain things, we just talk. Yeah, it's a nice ritual. So, and I had that one on in the background, Power Slave. Yeah, it's easy to listen because we both know it from the back of our hands. And I wasn't aware. Last week it had its 40th anniversary. So this record is almost as old as I am. Yeah, okay, I'm in my late 20s, but yeah, we had that one on. Still a flawless album. Renee at the Host Bar Metal channel, he did a comparison between this one and Priest's '84 album, and Priest won for him. I must say, this one, yeah, I like Power Slave better than Defenders of the Faith. It is like that. I grew up with that one, so. Next up, I was a little bit on a Metal Church kick as I got the Mike Howe tribute box set that I showed in my last video. Got that one in, listened to a little bit of their discography here and there, and I found this one in the collection. Metal Church live in Germany on the Weight of the World tour. So that was the first tour they did with Ronnie Monroe. Recorded in Böblingen. I'm pretty sure I was at that show because Böblingen is not too far away. A great track list. It's got Ton of Bricks, Start the Fire, Watch the Children Pray, Battalions, The Dark, Date with Poverty, Gods of Wrath, Beyond the Black, and Metal Church. And in between, a song from the album Weight of the World, Leave Them Behind, which is also a great song. Unfortunately, this is a bootleg, and it's barely listenable. But I wasn't aware that Ronnie Monroe was a killer singer. But on that one, he's singing the old stuff almost perfect. So I liked it, although it is just bootleg quality. There you go. Also, at our Friday night ritual, I had that one on. Well, my girlfriend didn't like that too much. This is the old noise pressing This is not the first press, because the first one has a silver label as far as I know. This one is the black label, and the logo is more on the red side. The first press is more on the pink side, and mine is missing the lyric sheet that came with the first press. So maybe I'm gonna upgrade that one. I've talked about Holzbar Metal, Rene. In his last What's Spinning video, he showed that one. Yeah. Question mark. Saron, The Legacy. This is an old German metal band out on the Earthshaker label, and I wasn't aware of that. Believe it or not, I didn't know that album existed. So I bought that one without listening to anything, because you know I'm a German metal collector. The cover looks awesome. It's from 1985 on the Earthshaker label. What could go wrong? I don't know until now. I'm gonna listen to it. I haven't played that one, so this is not What's Spinning. This is what's going to spin tonight. And it's in perfect condition. This looks like a crease, but it's actually, it is not. No damage on the cover. It's just that is printed on here. That is the cover. So yeah, I'm looking forward to spin that one. Like I said, this coming Friday, I will be on a heavy metallurgy stream, and we're gonna talk. We're gonna go through the whole Kreator catalog and rank it a little bit, and talk about each and every record. So I'm doing my homework. I spun that one, and I did not spin it just once. I spun it a couple of times. I'm not gonna give away anything, but yeah, when it came out, I totally ignored that album. That changed quite a bit. So tune in on next Friday's Heavy Metallurgy Kreator deep dive. Another one I never cared about. I had that one, but it wasn't for me. So I went through some second-hand stuff, and I found this for €2. Undisputed Attitude by Slayer. Actually, it's not bad. I like the old hardcore stuff, but I always thought this is not what Slayer should sound like. But we haven't had a good Slayer album since, I don't know, the early 2000s, late 90s. Yeah, I'm that kind of person. Although World Painted Blood has a couple of good songs. So I bought that, like I said, for €2. I played it in the car, and I was pleasantly surprised. Like I said, I like that fast, old school hardcore stuff. And Gemini, the new song on the album, is actually quite good. It's a slow song, but it's good. And last but not least, I had that one on a couple of times this week. I did a deal with Andy Cloudy Mulder, because we listened to that record and he liked it, so I sold him my re-release, because I always wanted to get it as an original, and lo and behold, I found it right after I gave away, or I sold my my repress. It was not the cheapest one, but this is in yeah, again, this is a record from '84, I guess. I think it's 83 or 84. And it looks like that on the corners. So yeah, I paid a little bit for that. Yeah, but perfect. I gave it a clean, and it looks like new, and it's on the Scratch Records label. Perfect copy of the album. It looks like it hasn't been played ever. And I love it. Now I'm gonna find the second album, Terror something, Terror. I never cared for Stormwitch for the most part of my life, but the last 10 years, 15 years, when I dove really deep into the German metal stuff, I thought I need to listen to some Stormwitch, and I like the first couple of albums. I really like them. So, delighted to find an original. That's it. Some progressive beer. Try and find this if you like harsh thrash metal, just a little bit on the death metal side. Check it out, Speed Kill Hate. So that's it for the what's spinning. I can now finally put away these records and pull out some other ones and make a mess out of my room again. So until then, see you. Good night.